morning, is it from Zetster's Lab? We're back from the farm. Remember I showed you how to create this beautiful circle of friends on some white cloth. And as soon as we came back, I felt I got a bug or something, so I'm kind of not feeling 100%. So I've been lying, watching Australian Open. You know, I was a tennis coach and I played tennis in a previous life. So I enjoy watching the tennis. And then yesterday, all of a sudden I felt a little bit better, good enough to create something. So I immediately decided to create a little top from one of the pieces I created on the farm. So this is the top. It's not finished yet. You can see I started off making some thin straps, and then I just didn't like it, so I started looking for things to add to make my top more me. So once again, use what you have to create what you love. I found these things, I have no idea what it is. A friend of mine gave me a big bag full of stuff, and I found that. Another friend gave me some materials and sewing things, and I've got this out of that. So I just sewed it together. Then I used some of the paint that I used on my top to just get the color right, and voila. And another thing is, after I put it on, I decided I'm gonna have it like that at the back. It's looking fantastic. So yes, use what you have to create what you love. And then this morning I realized another thing. You know, as I said, I felt I'm really feeling not well. So I'm resting. In 2 weeks' time, we're flying out to our kids in Thailand to go and visit them for 6 weeks. And we actually went to the farm also to take our dog, the Boston Terrier Bella Blobs, with, to see if she will be okay to stay on the farm. But you know, our other dog passed on, so Bella Blobs is actually a lone child, because our Chow Chow was like a cat. He was just here. So Bella is like one child, one dog thing, and we went to the farm and it was chaos. You will read all about it on my Facebook page. And it was rough. At the end, she got bitten by the Maltese. I mean, can you believe it? The Boston Terrier got bitten here in front by the little Maltese. She just could not make friends with her. They just hated each other. So at the time, we just realized it's not going to work. So we came back, and then I felt ill, and we need to go to our kids in 2 weeks. And what about Bella Blobs? Who's going to look after her when we're away? And everything was just a little bit much for me, you know. And then I'm learning. I'm starting to learn. Take life one day at a time. Just live today. That is what I have. To live this moment, this day. And I need to live today. I need to find peace and joy in this day. Even if I'm sick, feeling a little bit sick, even if I have no idea what I'm going to do with the dog, even though I feel a little bit unsettled, because now we need to fly with hubby and his Achilles tendon that's still healing, so he's still on crutches. So, as I said, I felt like running away, but where can I go? So, this morning we were sitting, hubby and I, at breakfast, and I just realized, this is my day. This is life. My life is now. So when I leave this realm, at the end of my life, when I look back, what will I see? Will I see, I had a wonderful life? Or will I see, it was tough and I made it, but it was hard and it was terrible? And you know what? All of us, everybody, that also made sense to me. Body, we're in spirit in this body. So everybody will have troubles in this realm. We will have troubles. It's going to be tough. It's going to be like a roller coaster day. Roller coaster. Good, not so good, tough, very tough, wonderful, whatever. But how you look at life is how your life will become. Will I have a wonderful life? In order for me to have a wonderful life doesn't mean my life is going to turn out as I want it to turn out and believe it should turn out, and it's only going to be easy and wonderful. It's not never going to be like that. Read books, watch TV, look at your friend's life. Nobody's got the easy passage through this realm. It's tough. But I can create a beautiful life and that's the only thing, by finding and looking and searching and focusing on this moment, this day, and finding those things that brings me peace and joy in the midst of my tough situation. And when I find peace and joy in this moment, and I keep focusing and keep looking and keep being present in this moment, looking for the beauty, looking for the peace and the joy, then at the end of the day, I will have had, whatever the tenses are, a beautiful day. So you see, I can look so forward to the to go and visit my kids and grandkids in 2 weeks, that I miss today, that I miss tomorrow, that I miss this moment, and what the life in me, the abundant life, wants to bless me with in this moment. I can miss all of that my whole life if I continue to live in either the future or the past. And that's what we do until we get to that point, I don't know what, where we realize life happens now. So now I have to find my peace and my joy. So I am focusing on that at this moment of my life. Even while I feel sick and while I feel insecure about our trip and the dog and everything, I am only doing what the life in me is allowing me to do this day, and in that I am finding my peace and joy. So the moment that I started to feel a little bit better, here I am in my little workroom, and now a day later I can even make a video, and I love it. I find peace and I find joy because I've realized whenever we get on the plane, we will have what we need to get through every moment victoriously. If I focus on the life in me, focus on finding peace and joy in the midst, then I will have what I need every second of every day throughout my whole life. And when I find the peace and joy in the midst of my situation, as I told you, and then, oh my goodness, then you can allow the things that's happening in the world and everything that you hear to really come in as well. And then you sit with that fear and whatever focused, when you focus on what's going on in the world and everything, and then you focus on what's going on in your life that is not as planned, and at the end you are in hell. You are in turmoil, no peace, no joy. You've got a terrible day. So we got to realize I am in this day, and what is happening in the world is happening. That is what it is. But I can have a wonderful day in the midst of that, or I can have a terrible day in the midst of the same earthly situations. And that is how I create a good life, a beautiful life, a peaceful life. If I find peace within myself, in the midst of what is going on in this realm, then I will experience a peaceful moment, a peaceful hour, a peaceful day, a peaceful month. And at the end, I look back on my life and I will have an absolute beautiful life in the midst of every situation. I'm starting to learn that. I'm starting to realize my happiness, my responsibility, and then I come back to my create with what you have, create what you love with what you have, whatever. The same in life. I can create for myself a beautiful day by focusing on what I do have and finding the beauty and the peace and the joy in this moment. And that is how I create at the end a beautiful life for myself. So I'm going to put this on and just show you. It's not even stitched yet. I was just looking. I just want to show you, and I'm also not sure, will I put a hem in? Because now it's getting so smart that I actually need to put a hem in, and not the fraying that I love, but you know, it's just getting too smart. So there you have it, my top, a piece of white. You can see at the back, I mean, too many things there now, but look at the beautiful back, and it's nice and loose. I have it wearing it over a skirt. I can wear it over a jeans, and it's nice and a little bit over my backside, and it's showing some flesh. I love it. So once again, use what you have to create what you love, and use what you have in this realm, this day, to create the life you want. You create your own life by how you look at things. So look at this beautiful one that I created. I used some stencils. Can you imagine this top? A friend of mine said I need to open a boutique. I said yes, all in the same size, because I only create for myself, because I create what I love. So if someone wants something, I said you can have this one. I'm not going to make another one, because then it's always, I don't like the color and I don't like the size. So this is one. Look there. I will show you how I created this one in a video as soon as I feel better. So this was awesome. So thanks that I can share my journey with you. And yes, you don't, at the end of your life, you're not going to have a beautiful life if every situation turns out as you wish, because they are not going to. That you need to know and accept. But you can have a beautiful life if you start looking and finding and basking in the beauty that you find in every moment that you find yourself in this realm. So my beauty this day is creating this, watching my tennis, resting. There's nothing that I can do now because I really feel too sick, really to work or whatever. So I just enjoy resting. I can do that. So I find my peace and my joy and my strength in resting, in just doing what I can, accepting my journey for what it is, and realizing that's what it means to walk by faith. I realize that in me I have the life, abundant life, just like you, and it's all around us, in us. I have what it takes to get me through every earthly situation I need to go through. So all I need to do is just focus on this moment, finding that life in me, the wisdom, the joy, the peace for this moment. So then all will be well. I don't have to know a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan or a 2-week plan or a day plan. I don't have to know how tomorrow is going to unfold. I just have to know that I've got what it takes to get through this moment, filled with peace and joy and patience and strength and provision, whatever I need. Because when I get to tomorrow, I will still have the life. So I will still be absolutely equipped for whatever I need to go through then. Day by day, moment by moment. And that is how I create a beautiful life. Peaceful, peace and joy in the midst of any situation. If I start to live by eating of the tree of life in me, by just going with the flow of the life in me. I'm talking too much. Thank you. Love you lots. We've got this thing we call life. Thank you that I can share my journey. I'm going back to my tennis. I'm now wasted. Then I'll come. I've got a friend's birthday tomorrow. 2 friends actually. So I still need to make some presents. So for the friend, the man, I'm going to give one of those things, remember, that I showed you. For his braai kamer, his barbecue room. And for the woman, I'm going to make that sheer tablecloth thing that I also made a video of a couple of weeks ago. The tea net, remember? The beautiful orange tea net. So I'm going to make one of these for her. I'm going to give this to my friend. So that is the awesome thing. When you create and you start creating, you never run out of ideas of what to give your friends. You just create something. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab?